Share screen. All right, so I'm going to share the screen right now.
Yeah, I can see it.
All right, my screen. All right, you can see everything clearly?
Yeah.
Just wanted to give you this one, and you've done a wonderful job, but I wanted to add 2 more notes to make it even better. For paragraph 2 here, it's wonderful. However, if you want to make it even more, even better, you can make this paragraph even more effective by adding details about how these experiences made you feel and what you learned from them.
Okay.
You know, add extra information. And for paragraph 3, you could make this paragraph even more effective and striking. Striking means, different from everyone else's, by giving a specific example of a person whom you have met and with whom you shared cultural experiences.
Okay, I get it. So made it more personal.
Well, not necessarily personal, but giving an example would clarify things, right?
Yes, if you need to make it longer, or if you can make it longer, yes.
But usually the way that writing works, it's not enough to say something, but also to provide an example or an explanation of some sort. It always works, but it's perfect. Okay, I wanted to tell you about that, so I'm going to send it back to you afterwards, not now.
Okay.
Right. So the next one, just because I wanted to go back to philosophy of life, which was great too. My computer is slow. I don't know. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Take your time.
This is what happens when and if I get them all up, then I get too,
Yeah, it's just stuck after that.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
My kind of philosophy, this is great too. And I put notes. You could expand this whole essay by adding 3 more paragraphs in which you will separately explain how loyalty, empathy, and freedom are your core beliefs. Remember to give specific examples in order to strengthen your arguments more. So, for example, I love the way you did this, but I don't really understand. I understand loyalty, and I understand empathy, and I understand freedom, but to give people more insight, you would try to explain to them, what do you mean by loyalty? Loyalty to whom, and how is that a benefit? How is that?
So, like being more specific, right?
Yeah, so you can say loyalty is wonderful, but if, for example, in my case, I would say, yes, I love loyalty. However, loyalty without questioning, blind loyalty can also go down but loyalty is very important. That's a core belief, right?
I think...
what do you think about that?
When you are writing something longer, adding that extra information is the difference between a good writing and
just wanted to say,
better received.
I think it's great. I would add a little, if you had the time, if you wanted to, you could, and if you didn't have the time, you could just write 1 sentence for each.
Okay, I get it. So, examples, right?
Yeah. Very important. Examples are very important. So, okay, I'm going to give to you that. Okay. Not the book review. This one. I think I had this one and I wanted to add something else. You've done very good work, so, okay. Okay. I like this paragraph here. Secondly, intentional deterioration. I reread everything. I could understand it, strangely enough, because I couldn't understand this part. It was like I read it again and I could understand it. It was like really strange, because I said perhaps you could have included another paragraph just before the conclusion where you could have discussed in more detail and with specific examples why the intentional production of product quality for the purpose of generating higher profits is not a viable solution. Why? Because you put this at the end, and it's very important you put it, but maybe you could have explained here a little bit more. Some people cannot connect ideas very well. In order to make sure that you connect ideas for them.
Right.
And so it is important for readers to understand how and why this is not a viable solution. In actual fact, the solution causes more problems for the world in the long run. So you could actually explain how it's not viable.
Okay, I get it.
This is great, but it only implies, because we're talking, you already gave here information. You said something about, you mentioned economical, technical, and ecological. So because you mentioned ecological,
I could, yeah, just.
you're bound. You must. You must include something here after this.
Yep.
It's not working. All right.
For the conclusion.
Oh, enable editing. Enable editing. Oh my God, I'm so really crazy. But you're doing great. You're doing great. I'm very excited about your work. It's great. Okay, so here, include here. You mentioned this would be the ecological part. You met the technical and you mentioned the economical reasons, right?
Yeah, but I skipped the ecological one, right?
Right. I just realized I had to go over that because wait, you notice that, Robert?
I didn't know.
Yeah, I'm more precise because my background here is science, right? But the technical stuff, you know what I mean?
I'm not in tune with writing the words you have to look for.
Okay. Well, no. I think he does very well. He's very good at patience. I'm not patient, you know. Okay, we'll finish that. Great, wonderful. And now we're gonna get to your book report, and then we're gonna get to GMAT. And then from then on, we're gonna work on GMAT only, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so